G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. This is my latest mechanical TV project. I'm going to be building me a 3 standard Nipkow disc televisor that'll play 3 different mechanical TV standards. I've drilled on the outer edge 60 holes for a higher resolution 60 line televisor. In the midsection holes is NBTV standard 32 lines, and in the inner section of holes is the John Logie Baird 30 line standard mechanical television system. And so yeah, it's going to be 3 different standards in one. I can actually make it up to probably 5 different standards in one using those sets of holes, because on the John Logie Baird 30 line standard, I can make that into a Tekka D horizontal scan 30 line standard as well, and for the NBTV 32 line I can make it widescreen 32 line as well as vertical portrait 32 lines. So I can actually make this into a 5 standard set. But anyhow, this is what it is. The width and height of the 60 line standard will be something to about 1.5 centimeters in width and a bit less than 1.5 in height, so to be 4x3 standard. NBTV 32 line standard will be about a bit over 2 centimeters in width. Well, about 2 centimeters in width on vertical scan, and height about a bit over 2 centimeters. And the John Logie Baird standard, which is I think 7x3 format in aspect ratio, I think it's about roughly same as NBTV in height, about bit over 2 centimeters, and I think about 1 centimeter in width. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I'm going to be making 3 lots of LED banks to work the 3 different standards, or maybe more if I'm going to be making it into about 5 different standards, depending on what I decide to do. And yeah, I'm going to be mounting them inside an old desk drawer that I picked up from White Scully Dump. I thought this would make perfect for an enclosure to sit the disc inside, as it sits in quite nicely with a bit of room to spare, roughly nearly a centimetre to spare from top to bottom, and a centimetre and a half from side to side, so it fits in quite nicely. I'm going to be having this sitting in the back here, drill a hole in the centre, have the motor mounted behind it. Now this disc drawer initially had a wooden backing, but I cut it out because I removed them because it was in separate planks and they were curved and rotting anyways. And I replaced it with a plywood board, the same material I used to make my plywood Nipkow disc televisor. So yeah, that's the new backing for this drawer enclosure. And also it's handy that's got the handle on top, because I can just carry it around quite easily. But anyhow, it's partially assembled. I've got to think and decide what I'm going to do with the rest of the assembly and how I'm going to mount the motor, which takes me to the next part of this video. I'm planning on using me old 1940s sewing machine motor as the motor to spin the record disc, which is what I drilled those holes into. I'm going to somehow secure the disc to the motor. It's going to be glued with a very strong glue type adhesive to glue the disc to the motor, and I'm going to be securing it with another piece on top, which will probably be also glued on as well. And yeah, the disc will sit inside the enclosure, the motor will be sitting behind the enclosure, and yeah, I'll have to make a mounting bracket of some form to mount this motor at the back. And for the LED banks, I'm going to mark out areas in the top for the horizontal scan and areas on the right hand side for the vertical scan. Anyhow, that's where I'm at so far with this new project of mine. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.